This massive 165,000 square foot event center in Ohio closed in 2016 after serving the local community for over 50 years. It was called Hara Arena after its founders, Harold and Ralph Wampler. So what happened? Well, the Wampler family empire collapsed due to an interfamily feud over the founder's estate, a 20-year battle. But the community had hope of a triumphant return of Hara Arena with a new investor. But in May of 2019, its fate was sealed. An EF4 tornado ripped through the property, leaving only a shell of memories. Since 1956, Ohioans came for hockey games, home shows, concerts, professional wrestling, and let's not forget Hamvention. Not ham the pork, ham the radio, and much more. We actually had an opportunity to visit this location prior to the tornado, and if you want to see that video, it was made a couple years ago, and there's a link in the description. But I think it's that time to head inside and take one last look at the abandoned Hara Arena. I remember these stairs. They had the spotlights laying all over them. If I remember right, this is part of the arena that actually held the home shows. And there are lots of tracks from people driving trucks and dirt bikes and motorcycles through the building. We've got a skylight. It sounds like it's raining, but it's actually all the remnants of sheet metal that are dangling from the building. This is where you can see people drive through and do donuts inside the building with cars, trucks, motorcycles. Also, scrappers pull right in. You can see the layers of paint and the fabric on the wall has just collapsed due to the water. There were a lot of big hopes for this arena, but the tornado crushed all of those. You can see up through the drop ceiling. It feels like you're walking in mud, but it's really just sopping wet insulation. You can see where the water caused the wood floor to expand and bulge outward. Wow. Look at that. Think about this would have all been full of plates and dishes at one point. This is the most well-ventilated kitchen I've ever seen. as you can tell, the damage is extensive, and much of the building is not salvageable. This was one of the many conference rooms or meeting rooms. What is left of the server room. So this was an apartment that was part of the arena. And I don't know if one of the sons lives here or what, but we are currently standing in the kitchen. One thing I remember about the apartment, it has been cleaned out, it looks like, but there was a mummified cat in the Lazy Susan. So I remember in the previous video I did blur it out, but if you want to see that mummified cat, go check out the first video. You can tell this was probably decorated by the same folks that decorated the house that is located behind Hara Arena. You can see this room is completely cleaned out. Along with this one. The tornado does some odd things with leaves. Look at, there are inchworms living in there. Ugh. Okay, let's head back down. Hara Arena isn't just one building. It's multiple buildings. It's kind of piecemealed together. And you can see they were all hit. I don't remember where the spiral staircase went. So, there's only one way to find out. Now I remember. The center scoreboard used to sit in the middle and it was raised up, but since the tornado, it's been removed. Let's head into the offices. I'm curious to see what is left. The safes are still here and still closed. You can now see outside. Oh, I remember this. The desk is here, but everything else is gone, and this room was completely full of stuff. The offices have all been cleaned out. Either from the tornado or prior to the tornado. Maybe a little bit of both. This is the main entrance, under the Hara Arena sign. Here's the ticket booths, or where you would buy tickets. Looks just like cotton candy. Just don't eat it. Let's head into the bar. So you can see there's not much left. One thing that is left. This red carpet. So, did this happen because of the tornado? Or did somebody push it in? I don't know. We'll put it back. A good thick layer of moss is growing on everything. Thanks, Beathead. I just saw a mouse. Or a chipmunk. Let's head up to the announcer's booth. Think about the announcers that would sit up here and watch the games. This arena was used for concerts, performances, you name it. You can see directly across from us where that whole section has caved in and collapsed. But that happened even before the tornado. So it was definitely going downhill. But the tornado definitely had a huge effect on all the sheet metal around the entire building. It did a great job at removing it. Here's just one of the many huge lights that was up top. But before the tornado hit, somebody thought it would be a great idea to throw them down onto the seats. It's a real shame. They were probably very expensive in their time. And they probably were worth something before they were totally destroyed. Let's head down to the main level of the floor. If you want to see what it looked like before tornado, when it had everything inside, including the Zamboni, I'll put a link in the video description. There's the scoreboard. You can see the hockey shields are still all up. If you're from the area and you recognize this arena, let us know in the comments what you saw there in concert. We'd love to know. And I figured I'd give you a closer look at the seats that collapsed. You can still see the numbers on the seats on the top row that are bolted to the concrete. All the other beams have fallen. And we're just lucky we weren't sitting in those seats. You can actually see where when the stadium was built, this wall held the beams. And the beams should overlap onto the supporting wall. But they didn't. Almost any. And you can see that's why they fell. The scary part is, this happened before the tornado. So it's that time to get out of here. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share it on social media, and check out our other videos. And as always, be safe out there.